What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze, and we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you're having a very good day today. So today we have here the artificial life form beaten with LR Piccolo. Again, you have to bring a full team of artificial life forms, and this does require to at least have one of the gammas. In this case, here, Gamma 1. Normally you would use the pair, but maybe you're someone that got very unlucky and you just got one of the pairs. So we are going to be using here Gamma 1. And without using the Dokkan Fest Gamma 2. So by doing so, again, the real trick is to definitely use the leader skill for Gamma 1 because he is a leader skill for the LR Piccolo, and vice versa. LR Piccolo is going to be a leader for Gamma 1. This was actually a lot more easier compared to Special Pose, and the reason why is because we actually have your LR Metal Cooler. Now, LR Metal Cooler is actually not needed as much, but it does make the runs a lot more easier. And the reason why is because he's kind of like a safety net. If ever we do enter the last phase against the Cell Max event without Piccolo's transformation. And the reason why is because if Cooler gets killed, which is most likely, we get a free revive. So LR Metal Cooler is just really there to make sure that we enter the turn with, of course, Green Piccolo. This was very simple. Again, we have almost the same units. We have here the Gamma 1, Gamma 2 free to play. They're really there just to make sure that Piccolo's transformation is actually easy, and it was actually pretty good. I also brought here the Majin Buu, the Super Buu, Skinny Buu. He's also part of the superheroes, so he actually makes our transformation a lot more easier. So as long as we keep, of course, Int LR Cell and Metal Cooler on the same rotation, we're almost going to be guaranteed to have the transformation for Piccolo, because every rotating unit is going to be part of superhero. So that's going to be the main strategy. Again, LR Metal Cooler is really not that needed, but it just, again, it's a safety net just to make sure that we don't enter the last phase without LR Piccolo. So really, you can go any way you want to go about this. Just want to make sure that at least Gamma 1 is going to be fully built up. Again, you can see here on my rotations, we have Int LR Cell and we have here Metal Cooler. This was pretty good. Normally, you want to finish off the second stage, or the first stage, not with Piccolo, but you want to finish off with your second rotation. And this Cell Max in the first stage just kept dodging, so this did work in our advantage. And we were able to actually finish him off on this phase right here. Again, really good, and the reason why is because next phase or next turn, we actually have your Piccolo, right? And the same strategy you want to do here with Piccolo is that you want to do as much damage to this cell, so that next turn, your next rotation has enough to actually kill this character. So there goes Gamma 1, and there goes, of course, Gamma 2. Again, the Gamma 2 at the back is free to play. I decided to actually keep my Gamma 1 in front to actually build him up because my Gamma is only 55%, and the first hit, if he's not fully built up, he does take 300k. So I want to make sure that my Gamma 1 is fully built. Piccolo is almost fully built, which is really good. And one thing as well, one thing you actually want to do here is that you also want to make sure that you're building up your Dokkan meter as much as possible. Just in case you actually only get 2 turns with Piccolo, you can actually at least get the Dokkan attack, and then you can maybe one-shot Cell Max after you're done with your Giant form with Piccolo. So that was the main strategy. Again, everyone's fully being built up with an AoE. Again, we are taking some damage, which is fine. Doesn't really matter because the thing is that we also have Int LR Cell, who's going to get his EZA very soon, which is probably going to be tomorrow, by the time I release this recording. We do have our free heal when our HP is below 30%. We're going to heal up full HP. And now this is a scenario, as I talked about, that this is going to be a safety net just in case we actually kill Cell Max too quickly. So by doing so, this is where Cooler comes through. We put Metal Cooler in the front. We get as many same type keys first to build a Dokkan meter. And we also try and set up for the next phase, because this is going to be a guaranteed kill from Cell Max, which, by the way, he decides to super. So Cooler is going to eat this super attack, and now we have our free revive. So that's really the main purpose of Cooler. But if you don't have Metal Cooler, do not worry. You can replace him with another artificial life form. Probably maybe Fist Cell, but again, this is just a guaranteed that you are be enter the turn with LR Piccolo and then use your Giant form. So again, this is pretty much the strategy. Now, in order to get the no item run, because I believe this is a no item run, it doesn't rely on two variables, right? The first one is that if either Piccolo gives you 3 turns or 2. If he actually gives you 3 turns, I believe Piccolo with the right RNG can actually solo Cell Max. And the second part to get the no item run, if you really want to try and go for it, is that you want to make sure that Cell does not lock your characters. If he actually locks the wrong character in slot number 1, then you're most likely going to have to use a Sensu Mean to make sure that you put LR Piccolo or Gamma 1 in the front. But that's going to be pretty much the scenarios for you to like try and get annoyed and run. Now luckily the orbs are all really good. We have a very good RNG orb, so we were able to get the 18 key super. Again, there's a lot of Piccolos who are fully rainbowed in the friend system. So basically, this is just free damage from Piccolo, and yeah, pretty much Piccolo just takes over the run, and that's how you get actually the event done with LR Piccolo, because I believe we do actually get 3 turns with LR Piccolo, and we just take out like 90% of his health bar. Also, one thing as well you do want to be careful is that if your Piccolo is not fully built up, you do want to be careful with the super attack from Cell, because if LR Piccolo actually gets supered before he super attacks and he's fully built up, you are eating 1 million damage of damage, so that's pretty much a one-hit KO from Cell's max super. But after LR Piccolo supers, you're going to survive, which is fine, but you do have to worry about the super attack, so you're not really 100% safe. So yeah, so this is pretty much going to be the run. Again, in LR Cell is about to get his EZA, so it'll be a lot more easier for Cell, but really this is just Piccolo just being dominant. Again, the real strategy is that you want to get this into this phase here, the last phase with Orange Piccolo because of the giant form, and then he just takes out all this HP. This will be our turn 2 with, of course, the beautiful giant form. And one thing you want to always be careful, because again, there's no sure way to know if you actually get 3 turns. Just make sure that you have enough orbs to get an 18 key super with LR Piccolo next phase. Because again, you just never know if Piccolo isn't provide you another giant form. So yeah, pretty much we just get pretty lucky with the giant form RNG. This took maybe like I want to say 4 or 5 tries. The reason why it took so many is because either in Cell in the second phase against the 5th Cell actually got supered, so it's a one-hit KO, which was actually really annoying. And then the other times are just, you know, Piccolo got supered right away against the Tech Cell Max, and he just got one-shotted, right? So there is a little bit of RNG, but this is a lot more easier compared to Special Pose. Special Pose, you definitely need the right rotations to start off. But this one with LR Cooler being your safety net, because he does have that free revive, does make this run a lot more easier. And you don't even need to have him rainbowed. So there goes Piccolo. We actually have your 4 health bars left. Again, this is why Orange Piccolo is just completely crazy. Especially with the extra boost, we're just very easily able to take down, I want to say, a good 80% of his HP with only 2 turns of the giant form, plus the additional supers. I guess one thing you want to also take in consideration is that make sure if you have a rainbowed Orange Piccolo, make sure he actually has full additional. And then there we go. We actually get a third turn, of Orange Piccolo, and all the orbs I prepared just in case we did not get the form, again, are now lined up for a beautiful 24 key super. So there we go. We are able to get this done just before the EZA for Cell, but we'll probably redo this mission with LR EZA in Cell. Yeah, and there we go. Orange Piccolo is just a god. Unfortunately, this is something you can't do with Beast Gohan. But yeah, Orange Piccolo, you're just definitely easy. Well, maybe you actually might be able to get this done with Beast Gohan, but it's just a lot more easier, much more consistent with Orange Piccolo. So there we go. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos coming down below. Hopefully this was actually able to help you guys out. If you guys have not completed the mission, what's pretty good is I believe we also get this done with less than 8 turns, and no items, and a full artificial life form team. I believe this is actually exactly 8 turns. I might be wrong, but it is what it is, alright? So with that, I'll say thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!